I thought I'd make a quick clip on these Western lures. Just a bit of tip and advice about using them. A lot of people have inboxed me over the last few days, so thought I'll try and answer a few of your questions. I'll just tell you straight how I use these lures. I find the best depth in these is 2 meters. Less than 2 meters is the best. If you can find water 1 meter and less, ideal. At Mulwala, there's plenty of places that's less than 1 meter of water. I have fished them out to 2 meters, and I still have caught fish out to 2 meters. Let's talk quickly about the retrieve speed on these lures. When it comes to the retrieve speed, I tend to work them nice and fast. I don't tend to work them slow. These will naturally swim at a slow retrieve in a wide S shape pattern. I like to move them fast, get them kicking, get them moving through the water column. The reason why I move them fast, it works for me. The reason why I tend to do it is I believe that the cod haven't got much time to think about whether they want to hit it or not. Whereas spinnerbait comes in their face really slow. Hard body lures, when they dive past them, for me, those type of lures are a slow moving lure, and the cod has a lot of time to look at it and make up his mind whether he wants to hit it or not. When this Western comes past at a fairly high speed, I believe he hasn't got much time to think about whether he wants to hit it or not. So out of pure instinct and pure reaction, he just hits the lure and smashes it. Whereabouts to fish them? I like to fish along banks most of the time, where there's a lot of timber, there's reeds, just mixed with everything. Like I said, Majors, Everglades, down to Bundalong, there's a lot of timber laying down. There's a lot of banks there with a lot of reeds and grass on them. And that's where I love to throw these in, nice and close into there. Get them around the timber. Don't cast them over the top of the timber because they tend to get snagged really easily, and they get snagged a lot. So just play it smart. Cast as close as you can to the timber without getting them stuck up, and you'll get really, really good results out of using these Westerns. If you're going to start casting them over the top of laid down logs and try and hit into the log, it's not going to work. They're going to get stuck. This treble here gets caught all the time. It's no good taking the treble off either. I've tried it and fished without it, because the fish 90% of the time the cod comes around and grabs it head first, and that's the treble that gets them 90% of the time, is that treble there. All the colours tend to work really well, so I don't think it really makes much of a difference. It's more of a visual thing, you know, when that lure's going over the top of the cod, it's more of a visual thing. So that's a few tips and advice about using these lures. So number one, don't throw them right into tight snags because they're going to get stuck. Number two, I like to work them a bit faster, get them kicking nice and quick. I believe that it gives the cod less time to think about it. Number three, cast them long cast. On the long cast, they tend to go down that bit more, so that's a good tip. Number four is just keep covering the ground. You'll cover a lot more ground with these lures than what you will with spinnerbaits and what you will with hard bodies. These are a lure that you can tend to work the bank quick, and the quicker you work the bank, the more chance you got of coming across a hungry cod. I'll be at Mulwala over Easter as well, so if you see me out fishing or anything like that, come past, say good day, let me know how he's going. If you want to get hold of these lures, go into Fish Camp Ski Mulwala. They'll have a big range of these Western lures. Give them a good crack, keep casting them. Doesn't matter morning, night, lunchtime, cast them throughout the day, and I'm pretty sure you'll end up catching a few cod on them. So. I'll show you. I've just set up my boat over the past hour or so. So that's all set up, ready to go. My spinner baits are there. They're my Edge Lures spinner baits all here. They're the Bass Mad ones. I use the Dozer Jackal every now and then when it goes a bit quiet. And there's my range of Western Swims. My Western Duck, which has caught quite a few big cod. My Western Vibe. So yeah, that's all there. The new lures I'm trying out in Mulwala, the Raw. There's a couple of them. I'm going to give them a good run and just see how we go. So, hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you on the water.